Today I'm breaking down exactly what I'm doing to start and scale a small business as a solo developer and solo founder. So whether you have looked for a team and no one's really willing to put in the energy that you're willing to put in, or you're someone like me where you just kind of want to start doing something on your own and then later on you can start relying on other people, welcome, because today I'm going to go over some of the different tips, tricks, and strategies and resources that I've learned and that I've personally implemented into my own startup. The first thing that you really need to get into your head is that you don't have to do everything manually.
You're not alone.
Nowadays, there are a plethora of different technologies and resources out there that are willing to help you. Just because you are solo doesn't mean you are 100% self-reliant. You definitely can rely on other things like AI. These things, while they might not produce the best of the best things yet, they can help you actually create a product and can help you start blocking in the different phases of business creation so you can kind of understand the steps and the directions that you need to take when starting your company. I know for mine, I have access as a college student to a lot of different startup resources on my campus, so I literally just used AI to kind of consolidate a list of all the different resources that my school has to offer for me to take advantage of. And this doesn't have to be just for students, this can be for anybody. Just use AI and consolidate a list of different resources that you can use for your specific business, or if not, have it, do some market research and market analysis. What are some things that your competitors or possible competitors are doing to stand out, and what are some of them doing to market their product as well? It first starts off with the research. Before you have a product, you need to actually look at what are some things that people need help with. It really helps if you are someone that would personally use your product, but if you don't have an idea yet and you're just kind of starting off from complete scratch, do your research, find areas or find more holes of areas where there is a need and you are able to fix that need. Once you find your problem, you need to actually find a decent solution that hasn't really been done yet, and if it has been done before, what is something that will make you unique? Every Uber has its Lyft competitors. Every Spotify has its Apple Music. There are going to be competitors that pretty much offer the exact same thing, but you as a solo founder need to find something that makes you unique, because a lot of the times you are playing against massive teams of people that are able to just do more work than you are because you are alone. Now, what is my personal startup tech stack? This is something that anybody can use to actually start promoting your products and start selling some things, especially if you have a physical product or even a digital product that you're selling. First off, there are a lot of payment plans and payment processors that are out there that I found pretty helpful is Stripe, Lemon Squeezy, and Gumroad. Now, like I said, these are great for physical or digital products. Kind of do your own research on these three, find one that works best for you. I personally implemented Stripe into my platform. Next thing that I have is actual product or websites for, promoting your product and stuff. But there's a plethora of different websites out there. There's Webflow, Wix, even Canva now I think has a website template situation happening, and Notion as well. Your website doesn't have to be super fancy, it doesn't have to be super nice. You can literally vibe code at this point using anti-gravity or cursor and just type in a very detailed list of what you want your website to look like, or even Figma make and actually develop a prototype of your website or application if you're creating one of those. And then once you actually start generating customers, you start bringing in people, obviously having an email list or having some form of customer support that can be held digitally that can handle some of their quick questions. Just now that I've shared some of the tools that you can use, this is honestly one of the big things. You need to find an audience. Finding an audience for anything is genuinely so difficult. You can get an audience in a plethora of different ways. The big three that I see is content creation, ads marketing, and influencer sponsorships. So content creation, you're creating your content, you're posting it, you're posting on TikTok, you've created a brand online for your company. The next thing, like I said, is content marketing. This is actually Facebook ads, Instagram ads. You need money to start off with this, but once you kind of have that and you're willing to invest in the advertisements, you can push it on different social media platforms, YouTube platforms, what say you. And the last one, which is influencer marketing. This is, again, you need startup capital, but instead of you actually advertising your thing, you hire on small to mid-sized influencers to promote your product instead. It needs capital, whether it is money or time, but garnering an audience is the surefire best way for you to actually start gaining some revenue. So those are the different things and strategies that I've seen and that I've implemented into my own company that I would recommend you do as a solo founder. Now, going into my personal weekly workflow of it all, I have a lot of different things going on in my life, whether I'm working at my job, my internship, or actually going to college and going to school before actually running my startup. I organize everything using Notion, and then I organize my time, specifically using Notion Calendar. Not sponsored, but I just really love those products. I think overall time blocking your day is a great way to make yourself more efficient. Actually organizing your company through Notion is a great way for you to kind of have a consolidated area where you're holding a lot of information, while also like just tracking things as well. Their card view on the platform has been really helpful for, tracking the progress of different things that I'm doing. So whether I'm, creating a new update that I'm coding, or I'm trying to reach out to so-and-so investor, or I'm applying for so-and-so grant, or, going to whatever kind of like marketing event or whatever on my campus, that is a great way for you to kind of track what you're doing and making sure you have a decent list of the stuff to get done by the end of the month. I'm gonna be honest, being a sole developer is really hard, especially if you have other stuff on your plate. There is a lot of burnout that can happen with it, so making sure you're prioritizing your mental health, going on walks, eating right, sleeping, those are things that really are like going to be reflected in your decision making, in your planning and everything. So making sure you're prioritizing your mental health so that you can properly reflect that in your work. Like, yes, it's great if you have someone to rely on, like a mentor somewhere that's kind of keeping you in check with your startup. That's great. You should have somebody that's actually keeping you in check. And comment down below if you have a startup and you want me to keep you in check. Let me know and I'll keep you in check the same way a lot of y'all keep me in check.
Partners?
Making sure that you're consistently doing stuff for your company, that's great. But also in that same breath, like, you yourself need to have a lot of self-motivation and discipline so you could actually like hold consistent with this company's creation. Creating a startup in general is the like very true definition of delayed gratification, because creating a startup in general, you won't really start seeing real profit for at least like 3 to 6 months. So like mentally prepare for that if you're just in the very beginning stages of it. And if you're like in the mid stages of it, like myself, I just want you to tell you, you're doing great. Keep going. There's a lot of different things that you can take advantage of to really help get your business off the floor and run it. But also in that same breath, once you get to a certain point, it is okay to bring on other people to help you with certain things. Absolutely. When I get to the certain point, I'm going to have somebody come in more on the business side and help running marketing and applying for grants and applying for things of that sort. Right now, I'm more in the developing a decent product for me to feel confident enough selling. And that's a little like decisions paralysis loop in itself, but we'll discuss that later. That's not to be discussed right now. I know me personally, I'm at the position now to where I'm at the latter half of my like blockage with Apple products, so I can actually start being downloaded on the Apple Store. So please be on the lookout for that. And then also I'm possibly open to doing some internship opportunities for people that are wanting to start developing and starting their developer journeys. So, be on the lookout for that as well. Overall, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to get some good information from this. I'll link a whole bunch of other resources down in the description below, so please be sure to check that out. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want any other tips at all about making passive income, or, actually developing a product yourself as a developer or anything like that, I'll link that below. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Quartz Corner.